Oh my gosh, are you Betsy? Norma Ray is our mutual friend, and shut your whore mouth, Carol, you don't know me. Puppy, oh my gosh. Oh, running amok already. Hello everyone, it's Muffy again, and welcome to my latest YouTube video. Last night I was hanging out with Boy Toy and some of his friends, and it was a mediocre time. I just did what I had to do to get what I wanted afterwards, if you know what I mean. So I came home fairly late, and Sugar Daddy got up for work, and I decided I wasn't done partying. So after Sugar Daddy left for work, I decided I was going to take a walk down to the local liquor store, which is only a couple blocks away. It's like the place I go to. They know me by name. Of course they do. So I'm in the store perusing as far as what I want to drink right now, what I want to drink later after Sugar Daddy goes to bed, and I'm looking and suddenly I hear, "Excuse me, ma'am." I turn around to see a nice strapping older gentleman, and he's got his phone out, and he's like, "I'm sorry to bother you, do you have any weapons on you?" Now the only weapon that I have is my love cannon, and that's a weapon of love. I simply replied no, because I don't pack anything. And so I asked, I said, "Well, what is this all about?" So he pulls his phone over and he opens up this picture. And he said, "This young lady right here has been knocking down doors in the area, and we have to admit you're pretty similar in appearance." Oh my goodness. Such awful things happening in our neighborhood, and this bitch tries to look like me? So as I look at the picture, I'm like, well, honestly, I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that in public. At all. And I said, "And when was this picture taken?" And he said, "Yesterday morning." I was like, "No, that wasn't me. I was already passed out drunk by that point, hence why I'm at a liquor store." By this time, two other young men in uniforms come walking in to stand behind him, and I'm just like, ooh, so much attention. Yeah, I got a little wet. So he says, "Well, do you understand why we would think that you would be this person?" I said, "For certain, I understand that, but this skank is wearing a pea coat like I wear. However, I don't wear winter boots, I don't wear leggings, and like I was out in like this shirt and jeans. I'm not high maintenance when I'm going to the liquor store. I don't need to look that fabulous. However, I still would not wear that out in public." So he asked for my ID and asked where I lived, who I live with, and all that kind of stuff. So he basically then got on his little radio thing on his collar and was like, blah, 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 some 10 something number, everything's okay. So they just simply walk out, and frustrated, I just grabbed the nearest liquor bottle next to me. I didn't care what it was. Went up to the counter, and the clerk there, who was a lovely, lovely young woman, she was like, "Oh my gosh, isn't that strange?" And I said, "Oh, I was worried that they thought that I was going to rob you. No, if I was going to steal anything from the store, it would be teeny little bottles of shooters that you could just easily stuff in your pocket." I've never done that, though. So after I pay for my goods, I walk out, and there are literally 3 cop cars that are getting ready to pull out the parking lot. Who is this bitch? I would love to know, because if she's causing this much attention, she's got something going on. It's really funny because I've never been mistaken for anybody. Like, nobody has ever really actually come up to me and said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" and then not realize who I am. Because I'm so unique and fabulous. there's nobody that could replicate this. The other day while I was at work, I was at a table and you know, chit-chatting because they were regulars, and then I got done to go do something. I was walking by another table and they were like, excuse me. And I was like, oh yes, is there something I can grab for you? And they're like, no, are you Muffin Prospect? I was like, yeah, I certainly am. And the younger lady at the table, I think it was a mother-daughter combo, but the younger girl was just like, oh my gosh, I am a friend of yours on Facebook and I think you are absolutely wonderful. I love seeing all your videos and your posts. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have a fan. It melted my cold little heart. My question to all of you is, have you been a part of a mistaken identity? Like, has somebody thought you were somebody else, or like even somebody famous? Tell me your stories down below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to me. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All that stuff is going to be linked down there, as well as to my Patreon page. So I thank you for watching this episode, and I'm trying to think of any good advice about this video. Oh yes, if anybody mistakes you for anybody else, make sure it's someone scary. Like if somebody says, oh my gosh, you remind me of Charles Manson, you go, yes, I am Charles Manson. And see if they shut their pants. And that's your Muffin Fast Batches. Bye y'all. Also, feel free to check out some of the new other entries onto my YouTube channel. I'm discussing my love of Star Trek in Trekkie Love, and I'm also diving into the world of young adult films, starting with the movie Twilight, which you can find in the playlist Muffin at the Movies. Thank you so much for watching. Love y'all.